guys, so I'm live using my phone right now because my computer needed to do a restart. I'm going to switch over, but if you want a reading, go ahead and comment and let me know. Well, I'm getting switched over, and you'll be first. I can't share anything with my phone. Like I said, let me know if you want a reading, and you'll be first in the comments if you want a reading. I went ahead and shuffled some of the cards, and I'm going to use the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot today, and Supernatural Tarot deck, and the Tarot of the Haunted House deck. So I'll show what those look like. This is the Haunted House Tarot. I've been using it for a while now. It has a really cool storyline. If you get it and you read the book, it's a woman that has, I guess she has been on a shipwreck and washed up to shore. And the cards actually tell a story of this house that she sees when she gets on the shore. So even if we don't have any readings, I'm still going to talk about some of the decks that I'm going to use today. I'll still do a general reading, and I have some Father's Day discounted rainbow soaps for Rainbow Pride Month that I'm going to do a discount on. And I'm going to show those because I'm selling those right now. I'm still trying to get into StreamYard on the computer. So this soap is handmade soap, and all soaps are goat's milk. Either goat's milk or donkey's milk or sheep's milk soaps and honey soaps. They're all organic. All the oils in them are organic. If you want a reading, let me know in the comments. I can see there are people watching, so let me know if you want a reading. I'm switching over to the laptop. It had to do a restart on its own. And so I'm using my phone until the restart's finished and I can log in. At the moment, I'm logging in to StreamYard on my laptop. These are rainbow. I don't know if you can see the color of them or not very well. They're multicolored soaps. Like I said, sheep's milk and donkey's milk. This is blue, purple, pink, and green, and indigo. And I'll be selling these Rainbow Pride Month soap bars for $2 a piece, and I do ship. I even ship international or US, either one. And this soap is Roswell Rain. It has more of like a rain fresh smell, like an oceany smell. It is goat's milk with coconut oil. The regular $4 a piece, and I'm going to sell them today for $2. If anyone wants them, I have 6 or 7 of the rainbow bars, and I have about 3 or 4 of the Roswell Rain bars. This one's part honey soap and part goat's milk. So, hey Donna, hey Charles from Texas. If you guys want a reading, let me know, okay? And I'm selling some soaps. Today, discounted, they're half off for Father's Day. Rainbow Pride Month bars, $2. And Roswell Rain, they're $2. And I ship anywhere. You just have to cover shipping. So if you guys want a reading, let me know. I've shuffled. I'm going to use the Supernatural Tarot today. Still waiting for my computer to pull up because I'll have a bigger screen. But I have the Supernatural Tarot I'm going to use today. Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. And the Haunted House Tarot. The readings are free right now until I do an hour of free readings on Sundays. So let me know if you want one. I'm switching right now to StreamYard on my laptop because it just rebooted. But if you want one, Donna, you're first. So let's start. I'm using the first deck is the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot deck. And I've shuffled it pre-shuffled. So I'll go ahead and start your reading while I'm pulling up StreamYard on the laptop. First card is 7 of Potions. And these are not your normal suits. It's not like, like pentacles and swords and wands and that kind of stuff. With this deck, the Halloween or the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. Okay, a general reading. You got it. I'm entering the studio on my laptop. So I'm using the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. Like I was saying, these are not the same suits as a regular tarot deck. These are specialty decks, so they have different names for the suits. So Potions is probably wands, or it's probably cups. If you hear a weird sound, I'm switching over to the laptop real quick. But you got the 7 of Potions, and I draw usually 2 or 3 cards. So, anyways, 7 of Potions talks about having. So, what if you have a lot of choices about? Sorry. Okay, so you have a lot of choices. I'm just going to use my phone. A lot of choices about something going on in your life, and I'm going to get a confirmation card and pull for that. Hey, Charles, Rosane, however you say that. How are you? So you have a lot of choices about something. I'm going to pull a confirmation card that kind of like is more specific about what you're like what you're being guided to do about that. Hopefully that resonates. So you're having a lot of choices or being pulled in a lot of different directions, and you're not sure about what choice to make about a certain aspect of your life right now. And do we want fairies? Do you like fairies? Let's see. Fairies for confirmation on what you're being pulled in lots of different directions and unsure about right now. Pick a number 1, 2, or 3, Donna. Oh, never mind. There's a card that just popped out already. I'll also get your third card from what you picked. What I do is shuffle the deck, put it in 3 different piles, and I'll let you pick 1, 2, or 3 so you get the top card off of the pile that you picked. So we have 2 confirmation cards right now for this. A lot of directions that you're being pulled in, and some guidance or some, like universal information, universal knowledge, maybe some kind of, advice for you. 10 of Winter, the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or a codependency. So this is going to be more specific and pinpoint what you're having a lot of different choices or uncertainty about. Something that's codependent or addictive could be an addiction even of like negative thinking or like talking yourself out of things all the time and like just never taking that step, never having that like fearless step forward to act on something. That's kind of just what I'm like thinking. And then the next card is plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. So take the choice that's going to be the best long term decision for you or you're going to be comfortable with the most for long term purposes. Have patience, and there are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. Um, so that suggests you've been working on something, you just put it on halt maybe, or you didn't know which path or which direction to take. And it is saying, plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience though, so don't get in a hurry and think that something's an immediate gratification is going to take place, because it may not. It may actually. You have to trust the process in this. There are more good things to come. So if something doesn't work out for you, it's saying there are more good things to come, and something is going to work out, or several things are going to work out for you. So don't get discouraged, because there are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. So whatever you're working on, something is going to definitely come from that. Something's going to happen that's good for you, and that's what you want, and something is going to come into fruition. This card is called the Three of Spring. So the number three could mean in 3 weeks. It could mean in 3 months. And in this card, she is really, really um, holding some flowers. It looks like she's got a balance because she's holding them in both hands. I don't know if you can see it or not. She's got two bushels of flowers. So she's balancing something out for herself. In both hands, she has a balanced amount and a same amount, a reflective amount, and a mirrored amount of flowers. Also, she has butterfly wings. So this is suggesting that something is going to, like, levitate your spirits, and levitate your sense of self-worth, probably. And you're going to be growing your wings and spreading your wings and flying in something that is really like your heart's passion. There's also a butterfly in the background that may be significant, or a moth. Maybe you see moths, or you're going to see one, or a butterfly. It's purplish, magenta colored. Maybe that color is significant also, like a purple color here. And I'm using my phone because the computer had to restart itself. So I'd have to go offline and start over again. I'm just going to continue doing these on my phone. If anyone else wants a reading, let me know. I'm going to get you one more card, Donna, to close out that reading. And it's just like a little positive card from the Star Seed deck. I like to use it a lot to close the reading out, to give a little note of positivity from the universe. So that's these Star Seeds. Starseed Wisdom for Spiritual Growth. And this says, vibration. Your vibration is being raised to higher levels. You are connected to cosmic intelligence. So maybe at some time you're having an awakening. Your soul is having an awakening, and you're having some synchronicities, or some repetitive signs in music or numbers, or places that you go. You might be seeing a certain word or a certain name or something, and that is kind of urging you that you are on the right path. It's letting you know, hey, you're on the right path. We've got your back, and we're letting you know that if you're doubting yourself, or doubting the direction you're going, that you are on the right path. And raise your vibration also suggests that you need to keep moving. Keep moving in that direction. Keep moving in that flow of a high energy pace. Keep your vibration up. Don't get low. Don't get discouraged. Don't get sad or depressed about not knowing if something's going to happen, because something is going to happen. These cards said there are more good things to come. If something has ended, something better will come. And satisfaction from a job well done. So keep working. Keep your vibration high and keep working. Hopefully that resonated. If anyone else joins and they want a reading, let me know. I've already got the cards shuffled. Also wanted to use this show as a platform to not just do tarot card readings, but sometimes just to give people advice about things to do with doing readings in tarot. Some people ask what kind of deck is a good deck for them. When you're in a store, if you see one that just seems like it has an energy around it that draws you to it, that pulls you to it, and it pulls you near, that is the one that you need to get. That's the one that you are being drawn to, and that's the one you're connecting with. It's going to work out best for you. It's going to give readings easier for you. You're going to understand that deck better, because you're going to be energetically connected to it. You can also carry your cards around with you. If someone wants a reading, let me know. I see there's several people watching. Let me know. If you carry your cards around with you, like in your purse or in your jacket pocket or whatever that you carry around with you a lot, a knapsack, a bag, you can carry your cards around with you to energetically connect to them more. Because the more you connect or hold them next to you and close to you, the more your energy and their energy is So, the one that I used for confirmation was by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, and it is the Fairy Tarot cards. I also have the Fairy Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. These ones are really nice, really thick deck, hard to shuffle with, and they have silver foil on the edges. So, and also I have another person that's supposed to do the show with me. She's not here today. She had some kind of Father's Day plans that was going to kind of cancel out her being on the show today. But if anyone else wants a reading, let me know. I'm going to start doing a general reading that can be for anyone. It's not going to be timed. It's not going to have to do with something that's just only today. So if anyone comes back and watches it later on and it resonates with them, that is what it's supposed to do. That's what it's supposed to be for. A general reading. A general reading that can be for a collective of a large amount of people. It doesn't have to be for a specific question or specific purpose. Let's use the Supernatural deck. I don't use them very often. I haven't used them very often. If anyone wants to share this, that'd be awesome. Because since I'm using my phone due to the difficulties of the laptop, then that'd be awesome. I can't share it out while I'm using the phone to do the readings. How's everybody? Does anyone have any plans today for Father's Day? Or does anybody have any gardening or outdoors plans today? Or is it too hot where you live? And also, there are different shuffling styles. I shuffle like this with most of the decks because some of them are really thick cardstock or whatever they're made out of. And this is a universal style of shuffling that you can do with any deck of cards. It does not matter how thick that they are. Now, if you want to lay them side by side, like this, and you will pull up the corners and let them interlock and drop in place and lock with each other, and then you'll kind of push them into each other. That will work on a thin card deck, but it won't work on the ones that have special foil edges and that stuff. It just won't work. The more they look like a regular deck of playing cards, the easier it's going to be to shuffle them where they interlock in the corners and stuff. If the bigger or wider that your deck is, and the thicker the cards are, you're going to have to do it like I showed you, like this. Because the other way is not going to work. Alright, general reading. The World in reverse. I'm going to get a couple more cards. Like I said, this is a collective general reading for a collective. It is not a specific question. It's not a specific purpose or person. It is just for a group of people or anyone that comes back and watches this later on. Okay? And I'm using Supernatural Tarot deck. I haven't used it except one or two times. So I may use the book because I'm not sure what some of these are. It has bones instead of like wands or swords, so I'm not sure what that means. The World in Reverse card. The World card is an ending to something, an ending and closing out of a cycle, but it's in reverse. If something's stuck in the air and it's not ending and closing out properly, it's not finishing its cycle. Maybe there's a situation that someone's stuck in, or an energy or a thought process, situation, or a job that somebody's stuck in. The World in reverse. The World in reverse shows a need for closure on something. You need a closure for some kind of situation. Hey, Debbie, let me know if you want a reading. A need for closure. There are loose ends that still need to be tied up. So there's an unresolved situation going on. Unfinished business. You can't move forward without pausing to process and work through whatever it is that is holding you back from closing this out and getting closure or resolving this issue, tying up the loose ends. So maybe kind of take a step back or a day to yourself to think about what's the best way overall to move forward in this situation. And then we have the Six of Bones. Like I said, when you're using a specialty deck, all right, I'm going to finish this general reading and then I'll do one for you, Debbie. When you're using a specialty deck, a lot of the times, I'm using the Supernatural deck, they have different suits. They don't have your normal card suits for your normal, like, Rider-Waite type deck. So then you're going to probably read out the book until you learn them. And the more decks you have like that, the harder it is to remember. So Bones. We have the Six of Bones, and it's reversed. So the situation that you're trying to resolve or tie up loose ends with, have you been letting your ego get the better of you? Maybe it's something you need to like apologize about or swallow your pride. Reverse, the Six of Bones tarot card shows overconfidence and elitism. Maybe you think too highly of yourself, or you think too solitary, elite. You're solitary, you're more elite than some people. While it's entirely healthy to be proud of your accomplishments, take care not to let them go to your head and cloud your judgment. So don't think that you're better than everybody because you accomplished something or have a specific title or a specific project or purpose or something going on. A little humility is being called to be in order. The Fool's card perfectly goes with that. It's got Demon Sam. They're always being the fools, going out and just plunging forward into whatever danger that they hear about or need to extinguish. The Fool's energy goes perfectly with that card because the Fool talks about being in the Fool's energy as being lighthearted and being adventurous and more down to earth. It's the first card of the deck in any Rider-Waite tarot based, like structured deck. This one's telling you to be more in the Fool's energy, be more in like a lighthearted energy, a more humility, humanity, humanitarian energy, not so stuck on yourself or being so proud and holding yourself above everybody on some kind of pedestal, because that's not going to fix the situation, whatever it is. It's not going to work for you this time. All right, Debbie, your turn. Hopefully that resonated with somebody. I feel like that it did. Someone's going to see that and they're going to need to know that. All right, so Debbie, we're going to use the Supernatural deck or the Nightmare Before Christmas, or both. Do you have a preference? Supernatural, all right. And that is the one I'm shuffling. Something almost popped out there. The Empress. You are in the Empress energy. You're having some all-knowing, very highly in tune with your intuition right now. The Empress talks about being very intuitive, see the stars around her head. She's very connected to the cosmics and the universe. She's connected to her highest spiritual self. She's connected to the universe and even, other things such as like guardian angels or your spirit guides. You're very connected right now. Is there some advice for Debbie? Temperance. Balance. Some kind of balance might be needed. The police lady from the show, she's pouring energies back and forth. So maybe there's like some kind of reciprocated energy being asked of you right now. You're receiving some kind of guidance to temper and balance something out. Maybe it's a family situation, maybe kids or relatives. I know in the show she has a lot of stuff going on with daughters and adopted children, and she's like the mother, which is funny because you got the Empress, and then she's like the mother of Sam and Dean, like their second mom, and like the mother of everybody. The police officer lady she's a good balanced person. She likes to think things through rationally. So you are being urged and being sent, downloads or whatever, receiving uh, information or intuition to balance and work on balancing yourself, your chakras, and some things out in your life right now. I'm going to see with the fairy cards, I'm going to get a confirmation on maybe a little bit more, like specific than just that. Chariot, forward movement. Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline. So maybe you're balancing out and shedding some, you know, shedding some of your human skin right now. Hey, Mort, Holly, how are you? Shedding some of your mortal skin right now and becoming more aware, more heightened, in a higher vibration, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. So maybe you're afraid to be in the spotlight or be pinpointed or literally have a lot of attention from everybody at one time. And you're trying to work on calming yourself for something or calming yourself for that and being a little bit more confident. Celebrating accomplishments and self-discipline. Self-discipline maybe is being just in a routine of something. Stay in a routine. Being in a spotlight. It's okay to be in the spotlight. It's okay to stay in that routine. And sometimes maybe you get cold feet. On here, she has forward movement. She's in a chariot. She's being pulled by dragonflies, which is very strange. I've been seeing a lot of dragonflies lately around me and really close to me. Maybe if you look up the symbol of dragonfly and see what a dragonfly symbolizes or means, or if you're seeing them, this is also your Empress energy receiving kind of like animal symbolism or animal guides, spirit guides through animals. Even it could be the dragonfly. You're being asked to just keep balancing out something that you're working on, tempering and balancing out. Be dedicated and self-disciplined. Stay in the routine. Don't slack off and don't lose your passion for whatever it is. Celebrate your accomplishments. It's okay to appreciate things that you've done. It's okay to appreciate yourself for things that you like to do or for your strong suits. Don't feel guilty and always be someone that's only a giver and not ever a receiver. It's okay to do it's okay to receive a position of being in a spotlight. Mort, would you like a reading? Now I'm going to use the Starseed deck to get one more card for you, Debbie. Inner alchemy. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. So that makes a lot of sense, actually, with your whole entire reading. Temperance is balancing something. So maybe if you start to react out of a certain, if you react with fear or you start to be unconfident or not sure about yourself, it is saying react with love instead of fear towards something. Maybe toward yourself, maybe toward your desires or toward your receiving of a specific accomplishment and reward. Some kind of reward, maybe even just rewarding yourself. Maybe sometimes you need to actually reward your own self. And inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. So instead of being afraid to take whatever step it is, love yourself and know that you're stepping into that role, that balanced place with love for yourself. And whatever you put out is what you're going to receive anyway. So if you put out love, You're going to receive appreciation and love for stepping into that spotlight. Hey, Chris, how are you? All right, Mort, this is your turn. Would you prefer Nightmare Before Christmas or the Supernatural Tarot deck? Mort. Chris, how's it going? How have you been? Happy Father's Day to everybody. I'm using my phone right now because I was having some laptop issues and the laptop took forever to restart. Supernatural. All right, you got it. And that is a real train, by the way. Judgment in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Some unfair judgment was made in a situation. Something unfair happened to you. Something unfair in your life has happened. Awesome. I'm glad you came on here. I see that you changed your cover photo, so I'll know next time if I want to click on you on your Facebook account, which one you are. And we've got the 8 of Knives on here on this deck, so that suggests the 8 of Swords, I believe. So something was unfair and you are maybe reacting, acting, or receiving that situation in the 8 of Swords energy, which then we want to see maybe some advice about that. Knight of Pentagrams in reverse. Let's see. All right. So in the Supernatural deck, the Knight of Pentagrams. So it's called Pentagrams instead of Pentacles because it's Supernatural deck. So they tied the theme of the show into the deck with changing the names. 8 of Swords or 8 of Knives, but it would normally be the 8 of Blades. 8 of Blades in this deck. The 8 of Blades is going to be the same as in your regular decks, the 8 of Swords. Okay, so that is not, that's pentagrams. So in this unfair situation, you are being urged, or the concentration on the 8 of Blades in reverse represents self-deprecation and criticism, self-criticizing. If you've recently lost your confidence, it may be that you've been bullying yourself. Have you become your own worst enemy? Give yourself a break and be kind to yourself. You're doing your best. So unfair judgment may have been laid upon yourself in a choice that you made or something that happened, a situation. And you're being urged to not be so hard on yourself in the judgment upon that. Maybe the decision was fair or more fair than you think that it was. And you have, like your inner voice is telling you and beating you up over what it was. Or what it is. It could be something, current. The Knight of Pentagrams in reverse. Pentagrams is pentacles in this deck. Pentagrams reversed indicates the momentum on a situation relating to your career or income has been stalled, has been put to a halt, has been slowed down. It could be a business venture isn't as fruitful as you anticipated it to be. Maybe you're not getting ahead at work. Maybe you're not advancing, or you're not fulfilled anymore. Maybe you're not getting a raise or being productive and, meeting goals. If you find yourself feeling unsuccessful, it may be time to pivot. Pivot could be take another stance at it, take another viewpoint at it, Maybe even ask advice to someone that's close that you can trust. Or think of it from a different perspective that is not negative and that is not self depreciating, that's not you know, that's not negative thoughts toward yourself. Maybe that's not the best way to think of it because that's not going to resolve anything. Alter your strategies, re examine your goals, make sure you're spending your time and your energy in ways that will really benefit you in the long run. So, definitely, it's not going to benefit you to be talking negatively to yourself. That's going to just keep you in a stuck energy and not reproductive. I call that crows in your head. That's what I call it. Getting a good break, well, that's good. That's what the cards are kind of talking about, and the storyline is of what you should be doing. Also, in this card, um, this guy looks like a vampire, so maybe something was draining you. Maybe the overthinking process was draining you. Maybe you were working too hard and it was draining you. And maybe a little bit of R&R might be good. A break, like you said, a good break. And then go back to the drawing board with a new set of eyes, and you'll be revitalized in energy. And here is a Starseed card, guidance. You are not alone. You are guided by masters and teachers of the highest realms. So you are being urged and connected in either real life, in your human life, or in the spiritual realm, that some masters and teachers, maybe people that you look up to that might be gone out of your life, maybe you need to channel the energy of some mentors that you've had in the past. They could be either alive, they could be passed on, but you haven't talked to them in a while or something, that there was someone that in your past that inspired you and that told you to follow your dreams. Channel that energy. It's okay to channel that energy from a higher perspective, to look at what you're looking at while you're on this break from the perspective of that youthful and that dreamer state that you were in at one time when these masters and teachers were guiding you, because they are trying to guide you now. They're helping you now. So receive that and accept that energy. Does anyone else want a reading right now? I still have about 14 minutes left, so I can still do a few more, or at least one more. And thank you everyone for watching on Father's Day. I hope everyone has a good Father's Day, whether you be with a father or honoring your father in spirit, or you are playing the role of a father. Have a great Father's Day. And if anyone wants a reading, let me know. I've got time for at least one more. Just to kind of depends on how in depth it goes. I'm sorry I had to use my phone. It's probably not going to look as good because it's a really narrow, point of view. But it's what we had to work with today. It's what I had to work with today. If anyone is here, let me know if you want a reading. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these using the Supernatural Tarot deck. How about a card going back home? Alright, because one just popped out right before you said that. I don't know if you were concentrating or like wondering that, but you got a card that popped out when I was shuffling. I was just shuffling just to shuffle. Alright, this is the 5 of Blades in reverse. Conflicting energy of the upright 5 of Blades turns inward. This is reversed, so you're struggling with something internally right now. Whether something is not sitting right with your moral compass, or you're wrestling with a tough decision. If you're feeling overwhelmed, it might be time to take a step back and stop thinking about this situation for a minute. Hey, Greg. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by, showing support. So take a step back and stop thinking about the situation for a little while. And you're going to receive some kind of clarity, either on your own or some kind of symbol or download of clarity on the situation. It's going to help you make up your mind. It's going to help you see the truth, the light, or the path in which you're supposed to take. Thinking yourself into confusion and getting upset will not help you. So don't stress out. Don't be stuck in fear, anger, resentment, or confusion. Take a step back. Try not thinking for a little bit about whatever it is. Maybe do something that helps you calm yourself down, like adult coloring books or watching an old TV show that you like reruns of or something, reruns of it, or just I don't know if you do things with your hands, but that helps me calm down. Making soap, doing tarot card readings, things like that, they help me refocus, realign, and they help me calm myself down and get out of an anxious energy. And I'll get another starseed card for that. Thank you everybody for watching who has came on today. Signs. The universe has been gently nudging you forward by revealing to you signs and synchronicities. So you know the answer already to this, and you just were not sure and needed confirmation. Synchronicities and signs are being revealed to you. Aha moments, a light bulb over the head. Like, oh my gosh, I already knew this. Why did I just not listen to my inner voice, my inner higher self? Synchronicities are things that are lining up and locking up like pieces of a puzzle in your life that are almost like so literally happening in front of your face. You too. That it's like a door is really wide open. You're just not going through that door. There's a neon sign or neon lights around that door marked that says come in vacant or come here, like enter, please enter. The universe has been gently nudging you forward by revealing to you signs and synchronicities. So you'll see repetitive numbers like 1111, or it can be any number, 444, for example, 333, 555, something to that effect. Or another repetitive number that I see all the time is 817. It's just my number, 817, and it's always a number that is kind of telling me to hold on and to reassess a situation when I see that, and to be careful and open my eyes and not get caught up in something. So synchronicities have been happening to you. Signs, symbols, strange things that you can't explain and that you've kind of maybe overlooked a little bit or just excused them, and they are happening for a reason, and it is to give you a tip and a sign, and it's to move forward with something. So whatever the signs make you think and feel and know, you're being gently nudged forward with these signs and synchronicities. Sometimes people call them red flags, but I feel like these synchronicities and stuff sent from the universe can either be a red flag or like a yellow or a white flag, They don't have to be red because that suggests something. Danger zone, stay away or whatever. But thank you for everyone for watching. I hope everyone has a happy Father's Day. I'd like to honor any fathers that are not with us anymore, that have passed away, or any fathers that are far away that you can't spend time with, that are overseas, or that are working, or that are just unavailable to spend time with you for whatever reason that might be. Let's honor those fathers also. If anyone else wants a reading, let me know. I have time for one more. You're welcome, Debbie. Again, we're using the Supernatural Tarot deck. I'm really liking it today. It took me a while to get used to it because, I don't know, I just did. Sometimes you just have to keep at it. Understand it better, just keep practicing, practice makes perfect. Somebody is a Hierophant energy. Hierophant energy. A female, very highly connected, queen-like, mother-like, mother of earth, mother of nature and animals, Hierophant type energy. Some situation that is kind of gradually coming to a head with making money or being successful. So this Hierophant, this female energy is coming to a place gradually of receiving fruition and payoff from something that you're working on. Yeah, that's fine out. And the Five of Pentacles. On here it's called the Five of Pentagrams, but it's the Five of Pentacles in a regular Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Just the Five of Pentagrams because we're using the Supernatural Tarot. So, Hierophant energy, a very highly connected female and highly respected female energy, is going through a transition of a Page of Pentagrams energy. You want it to be like the highest energy of pentagrams is going to be a king or a queen. Page of Pentagrams is someone that's in training, that's in learning, that's not quite a rookie, but you're not a maverick. The Queen. Oh, wait, this is the wrong one. That's the Queen. The Page is the one that we got. The Page of Pentagrams represents the beginning of a new business venture. A new business venture for some Hierophant energy. That's an extremely strong and independent and smart woman energy or feminine energy. It doesn't have to be a female. It could be just a feminine pronoun energy. In this card, the Page of Pentagrams encourages you to think about how you can use your own unique interests and skill set to create profit. This could even be for me, I guess, maybe. But for someone else that's watching, possibly, that's thinking about using spiritual or artistic or creative ability to gain profit, this is urging you to do that. The Page of Pentagrams encourages you to think about how you can use your unique interests and skill set to create a profit. Sometimes this card suggests a new job or business opportunity will present itself to you soon, like fall in your lap from the heavens. Someone may just bring you this opportunity or ask you, or just might happen by divine intervention and divine timing. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles. But in here, like I said, it's called pentagrams because it's representative of the theme of the Supernatural show. So, Dean complicates Lisa Braden's life enormously while he's in her life. She and her son, Ben, are in nearly constant danger of being attacked by supernatural monsters. So, Dean ultimately makes the decision to erase all of Lisa and Ben's memories of him. Giving them the chance of a happy, normal life together. So the Ten of Pentagrams represents a happy, healthy home and stable family life, the kind of life the Winchesters sadly are unlikely to have. So maybe you had the Page of Pentagrams. Maybe someone in your family is, or someone that's always in need or in distress is holding you back from reaching this Page of Pentagrams energy. Someone in your family, there's a girl and a boy here. Maybe there's a codependent nature that's a little unhealthy. It could be actually, like transmuted into a more healthy dependency. It doesn't have to be so codependent for you to get to the page of the pentagrams. And then actually even you might even move forward to more than a page of pentagrams. You might move forward to being the king or queen of pentagrams, or pentacles, which is money. So don't be afraid to embrace whatever skill set or whatever talents that you do have. This card, the second card you had, suggests that there's a new job that's going to basically present itself to you, and don't hold yourself back because you feel like somebody needs you. Take that step forward and embrace and move forward into that opportunity, because it may be the only time that you're going to get it. One more card. Trust your intuition. It has been guiding you to the answers that you seek. And your external world is a reflection of your inner world. So as long as you tell yourself everything's going to be okay and you know that the universe has your back, trust the process, everything's going to work out fine. Don't be attached to letting go of something that's holding you back from this opportunity. Thank you for everyone who's watched today. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for interacting. And thank you for just stopping by. And I hope everyone has a wonderful Father's Day. And bless everybody. Have a good day. Bye-bye.